Why do protests often occur in identifiable cycles? Imagine watching waves crash onto the shore. Sometimes the water is calm, and then suddenly a big surge hits. Protests tend to follow a similar pattern, rising and falling in predictable cycles. But why do they do that? Well, it all comes down to how social movements interact with the political environment over time. When the political scene opens up, like when authorities loosen restrictions or political leaders become more receptive, it creates what sociologists call political opportunities. These openings make it easier for people to organize and voice their concerns. Early activists jump in first, taking advantage of these moments to protest. If their efforts lead to visible change or even just draw attention, it encourages others to join in. This is called the demonstration effect. It shows that protesting can work and that those in power might be vulnerable. As more groups see success, the protest spreads quickly. Information about victories or concessions travels fast, inspiring others to act. This spreading of activism is like a ripple effect, creating a wave of collective action. When people see that protests can lead to change, they are more likely to participate, fueling the cycle further. But these cycles don't last forever. After a protest wave peaks, authorities might respond by making concessions or increasing repression. Sometimes, the government cracks down hard, discouraging further protests. Other times, social movements face internal issues like running out of resources or disagreements on strategy. These factors slow down or pause the protest momentum. Protesters also think strategically. If they believe protests will happen again in the future, they might hold back and wait for the right moment. This leads to bursts of activity followed by quiet periods. From a political process perspective, these cycles happen because social movements are always interacting with the political system. When grievances build up and political opportunities arise, protests are more likely to happen. When those opportunities fade or repression increases, protests slow down. So, in simple terms, protests follow cycles because they depend on changing political conditions, the success of early protests, available resources, and strategic choices made by activists. These cycles are part of the ongoing dance between social movements and political structures, with periods of intense activity alternating with quieter times as the environment shifts.